So we'll start today in Supine Butterfly. So come on to your back. Soles of the feet touch, knees fall wide. Take one hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. And gently close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. One more deep inhale through the nose. Open your mouth and let it out. Now feel your lips breathing in and out through the nose, making that connection to your breath. Noticing your belly rise as you inhale and soften and fall away as you exhale. Use a tactile sensation of your hand on your belly and your chest to connect with your breath. We'll be using resistance bands today, the mini resistance bands, but even then we'll try to stay connected to our breath, connect the movement, each movement to the breath. At any point you feel tired, you feel overworked or out of breath, take a brief pause, maybe in child's pose or just sitting back on your heels, and take a few deep breaths and come back into the practice. One more deep inhale. And exhale it out. Reach your arms overhead, extend your legs out, point your toes, squeeze your ankles together, good morning stretch. Reach, 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 reach. Breathe into the front of your body. Exhale, sweep your arms by your side, bring your knees into your chest and give them a tight squeeze. Go ahead and rock from side to side, massaging your entire back. And then hug your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg out. Squeezing that knee in tight. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, curl it in knee to nose. Inhale, head and shoulders come back down. Exhale, curl it in knee to nose. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, supine twist. Right knee over to the left, stacking your right hip on top of your left hip. Reach your right arm out, soften both shoulders down. And slowly come back to the center and release that leg long and strong on the mat. Hug your left knee in now. Give it a tight hug and squeeze. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Exhale, curl it in knee to nose. Inhale, relax back down. Exhale, curl it in belly button, presses down to the mat. Inhale, back down. Exhale, supine twist. Left knee over to the right, stacking your left hip on top of your right hip. Reach your left arm out and relax both shoulders to the mat. Slowly come back up. Plant both feet on the mat. Grab your band. It could be a heavier band. We're going to place it across our thighs. Thighs are kind of one of our bigger muscles, right? So we can go with a slightly heavier band. I'll go with the number 2 band. So placing the band above your knees, across your thighs. Plant your feet back down for bridge rolls. So we're going to do just a couple of regular bridge rolls, but make sure that you have the tension on the band throughout. So you're not letting the slack come into the band at any point, just pushing your legs out, your knees out, so that you have tension in the band at all times. And then in the third round, we'll hold it up and abduct. So plant your feet hip distance, grazing the backs of the heels with your longest finger. Make your spine really, really long. So adjust your spine on the mat so that you're like really extending your spine on the mat. Press your feet down, press your palms down. Inhale, lift your hips straight up, shoot your tail forward. Exhale, roll it down. Vertebrae by vertebrae, tailbone comes down last. Inhale, press down, lift up, squeeze your glutes. Exhale, roll it down, slowly bringing your tailbone down last. This time we're going to hold up and pulse. Inhale, press up. Hold it here. Press those knees out, in, out, in, out, in, out, in. 4 more. 4, 3. Keep pressing those hips up. 2, 1. Take a deep inhale. Press those hips up one last time. Exhale and lower it down. Drop those knees from side to side, windshield wipering your legs, allowing your low back to relax. One more set, just like this. This time, the first 2 times, we're going to reach our arms overhead, biceps by the ears. Again, setting up for a bridge. Extend your spine on the mat. Inhale, press down, lift your hips up, reach your arms overhead, biceps by your ears. Exhale, lower it down, slowly bringing your tailbone down and your palms back down. Inhale, press down, lift up, reach your arms overhead, biceps by your ears. Exhale, lower it down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Tailbone lands, your palms land on the mat. Inhale, last time, press up. Press down, reach up, biceps by your ears, hold it here, pulse your knees out, in, squeeze those glutes out, and keep pressing those hip bones up. 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a deep inhale. Exhale, lower it down, bringing those arms by your side as well. Windshield wiper your legs side to side. And then come back to the center. Last time, this time we're going to lift our heels up as well. Reach those arms overhead. Again, these are just optional adds onto your practice. So grazing the backs of your heels with your longest finger. Inhale, press your hips down, press your feet down, lift your hips up, reach your arms overhead, heels come up as well. Exhale, lower back down, tailbone comes down, heels come down, palms come down. Inhale, press down, reach up, lifting your heels up simultaneously, squeezing your glutes. Exhale, lower it down, vertebrae, vertebrae. Palms come down and your heels come down as well. Last time we're going to hold. The advantage of lifting our heels up is we extend, we squeeze more into the hamstrings. We strengthen more into the hamstrings as well as the glutes. Inhale, press your feet down, lift your hips up, reach your arms overhead, heels come up, hold it here, pulse it out, in, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those hamstrings. 4, 3, 2, One, and slowly lower it down vertebrae, vertebrae. Bring your heels down and your palms down as well. Hug your knees into your chest and rock from side to side. Grab the backs of your legs, rock up and down. Leave that band up on top of your knees. Rock up and down a few times, massaging your entire spine, tapping your toes to the front, reaching your toes overhead. And then come to a tabletop. No pretty way to do it with the band across your knees, but just roll over onto all fours, tabletop position, spreading those fingers wide. Let's warm up that spine with some cat cows. So you can take this on your elbows if you prefer that. On your inhale, softening your belly as you arch your back, lift your tail up, squeeze your shoulder blades and lift your heart up. Happy cow. Exhale as you tuck your tail in, round your back, separate your shoulder blades and gaze at your belly button. Inhale, cow pose, arching your back. Exhale, cat pose, doming your back. Two more like this. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, dome round your back. Last time, inhale, cow pose. Exaggerating the movement in your tail and your neck, noticing they're part of the spine. Exhale, cat pose. And slowly come back to center. We're going to do a bear hold first to activate that core. So suck in your belly button, tuck your tail in, tuck those toes in, and lift up for a bear hold. Keep pushing the mat away. Separation in your shoulder blades, slight rounding. Breathe here for 10, 9. Keep pressing against the band. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Go ahead and move your hips back and forward. You can move it a little bit past your wrists. Just warming up those wrists as well. Now find a lighter band. If you don't have a lighter band, you can just remove this band and place it across your wrists. So we are going to find a lighter band to do some wrist work. So I'm going to use the lightest band. You can do the second lightest band as well. We are going to do some wrist activation. So coming back into your tabletop, what we are going to do is go around the clock with our palm. One palm is planted down, left palm is planted down. We'll start with the right first and go around the clock. So getting your wrist, band across your wrist, I'll give you just a couple more seconds. Lighter band, these are not like very big muscles, so using a lighter band here. Okay, assuming you have your bands across your wrists, land that left hand down, keep that core tight, flat back. You're going to move the right palm to the front, back in, side, back in, towards your knee, back to the center. So we're going to do circles around the block, 4 rounds with each hand. So let's start with the right. Front, center, side, center, back, center. Second time. Front, center, side, center, back, center. Third round. Front, center, side, center, back, center. Fourth round. Front, center, side, center, back, center. Pause here for a second. Go with the other hand now, planting your right hand into the mat, spread those fingers wide. You're going to use this hand as the anchor as you move your left hand around the block. So let's start with your left hand, front, back to the center, side, center, towards your knee, center, front, center, side, center, knee, center, front, center, side, center, towards your knee, center. 2 more rounds, front, center, side, center, towards your knee, center. Last time, front, center, towards your side, center, towards the knee, center. Go ahead and come back, sit back on your heels. Take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. One more time, deep inhale through your nose. Open them out now, exhale it out. Sometimes with strength work, we need a little bit of cooling down as well. So breathing out through the nose. Okay, I have my notes over there. I'm going to hop and get them. We're going to do some front raises and side stretches. So I'm going to face you guys. You guys can stay where you are, sitting back on your heels. I'm going to just keep the tension in the band at all times. Don't allow any slack to come into your band. I'm going to just simply raise the arms overhead and back down. So as on your next inhale, slowly lifting those arms overhead, press against the band, exhale, slowly release back to the front. Inhale, up, press out against the band, exhale down. Inhale, up, press out against the band, exhale down. Inhale, up, press out against the band, exhale down. Inhale, up, press out against the band, exhale down. 3 more, 3. Connecting your movement with your breath. Inhale as you open and expand your heart. Exhale as you bring your arms down. Last time, this time we'll hold it up. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, lean over to the right. Lead with your right hand so that you're pulling your left arm across. So stretching the band with your right hand now. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Notice the stretch on the left side of your body. One more deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale, slowly come back to the center. Exhale, lean over to the left, leading with your left hand now, stretching the band with your left hand so that you're pulling the right side of the body. Deep stretch on the right side of your body. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale it out. Inhale. Exhale it out. Inhale, come back to center. We're going to move one breath, one movement. Take a deep inhale as you reach your fingertips up. Exhale over to the right, pull the band out. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale over to the left, pull the band down. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale over to the right, pull the band down. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale over to the left, pull the band down. Inhale, back to the center. Exhale, band comes back to the knee. Remove the band from your hands. I'm going to go into fire hydrants. One of my nemesis poses. I don't like this at all, but I need that outer hip strength. So coming back into a tabletop, strong tabletop, spreading your fingers wide, pressing the mat away. This is like a dog peeing in a fire hydrant. That's why it's called a fire hydrant. So you're just simply going to lift the right knee up, leading with your knee, but your ankle also comes up to the same height, and then back down. So we'll inhale, lift, exhale, back down. 8 on each side. Let's take a deep inhale and exhale it out. Inhale, right knee up, leading with the knee, ankle comes up as well. Exhale down. 2, right knee up, exhale down. 3, up, down. 4, up, down. Pause for a second at the top. 5, up, down. 6, up, down, 7, 8, and pause. Let's go to the other side. Again, the same type of movement with the other leg. Make sure you're not tilting the hips too much and your ankle is coming up to the same level as your knee. You may not go up really high depending on the weight of your band. So keeping the mat pressed away with your hands. Let's go for the left side. Inhale, left knee up and down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And sit back on your heels. Going to go into donkey kicks. So you're going to lodge the strap underneath one knee, leave it above one knee. So lodging the strap under the planted knee so that the band doesn't fly off. On the other side, you're just going to keep the band above the knee. You're going to move the right leg first. So lodge it underneath your left knee and leave the band above your right knee. Coming back into a tabletop, donkey kicks. So just like what it sounds, again, strong tabletop, belly button sucked in, tail tucked a little bit. I'm going to lift the knee straight up, extend, in, and down. So that's a donkey kick. So just like it sounds, 8 on each side. So make sure your band is lodged underneath your left knee, above your right knee. Let's start. Up, out, in, and down. Moving with your breath. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. Up, out, in, and down. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, last one. And slowly sit back on your heels. Move the band underneath your right knee this time, above your left knee for donkey kicks on the other side, making sure that you have that tension across the strap at all times. No slack in the strap, in the band. So once you're ready, let's go for the other side. Kicking up with your left foot, 1, out, in, and down. 2, out, in, and down. 3, out, in, and down. 4, out, in, and down. 5, breathe. 6, 7, last one. And slowly sit back on your heels. One hand to your heart, one hand to your belly. Take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale it out. Move your bands above both knees again. And come all the way onto your bellies. Grab the lighter band with your hand in your hand, if you have it. If not, you're just going to make the same movement as if you have a band in your hand. Okay, looks like you guys have the band. So coming onto your bellies for Superman, locust pose. Band stays above your knees. We're going to keep the tension in the band as we point our feet back. You want to reach your arms out, and then as we come up, we will be rowing the band in towards our chest. And as we go lower down, we'll move the band out, extending our arms. So let's do 10 of these Superman locusts with the band rows. So put the band across your fingers, maybe lodge it in with your thumb, or maybe across your wrists, your choice, wherever you feel comfortable. Root down with your hips, get that grounding feeling, and wiggle your hips a bit, just so that you have the awareness of your hips rooting down into the mat, your pelvis rooting down into the mat. And then on your next inhale, lift everything up, roll your arms in towards you as you split the band apart. Exhale, reach your arms out and lower all the way down. Inhale, peel everything up, point your toes, roll your arms in, squeeze your elbows in. Exhale, release, lowering everything down, extending your arms back out. Inhale, squeeze your entire posterior chain as you roll the band in towards you. Notice the back muscles squeezing. Exhale, release, lower down. Inhale, come up, roll the band towards you, squeeze your elbows and lift up as high as you can, squeezing your glutes. Exhale, slowly release the band out, come all the way down, relax your back. 4 more like this. Inhale, roll the band in. Exhale, relax down. Inhale, lift up, roll the band in. Exhale, relax. 2 more. Inhale, roll the band in. Squeeze your glutes as you point your toes. Exhale, relax. Last time, this time we'll hold. Inhale, lift up, hold it here. Keep breathing. 5, 4, keep those squeezing those elbows in. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Wiggle your hips out. Release the band from your hands, come up and take child's pose, extending your arms by your side, palms face up. Notice the softening in your back. We did a lot of work in the posterior chain. The posterior chain is all those big muscles in the back of your body. Of course, your back muscles, your glutes, your hamstrings, your calf muscles, the entire posterior chain. We worked with fire hydrants, donkey kicks, and then the locust pose. So allowing your back to relax now. Notice how it feels. Notice the softness in your shoulders as your shoulders roll down, your palms face up. And slowly come up. Halfway through the class, now is a good time to stand up and do some of those exercises. So I'm assuming that both of you have 2 bands, right? 1 band for your wrists and 1 band for your, yeah, okay. So you're gonna come up to standing at the top of the band. Band stays above your knee. Again, no slack in the band, and band across your wrist. I'm going to just do the same thing that we did when we were sitting back on the heels, just those arm raises to start with, and then we'll add the Utkatasana with feet apart, the Utkatasana squats, chair pose squats. So take the band across your wrists, or maybe across your wrists is better. On your next inhale, lift your arms all the way up to the sky, fingertips point up, stretch those band out a little bit, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, lift up, making sure your pinky fingers are facing each other and your thumbs are rotating out, exhale, lower it down. Inhale, up, squeeze the band apart, exhale, lower it down. Last time, just standing up, split the band apart. Exhale, lower it down. We're going to add chair pose now. Inhale, sit down into your chair as you reach your arms up, split the band apart. Exhale, lower it down. Make sure you're splitting the band apart with your thighs as well. Inhale, sit down into your chair, split the band apart. Exhale, come back up. Inhale, chair pose, split the band apart with your hands and your knees. Exhale, come back up, arms down. 4, 3, 2, last one here. Hold it here. Breathe. Keep splitting the band apart with your legs and your arms. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And slowly lift up, bringing your arms down. Now take those arms behind you. You start with just the arms, and then we'll add in the Utkatasana squats with the feet apart. Utkatasana is typically done, big toes together and heels slightly apart, but this is a variation we are doing with the band. So taking the band across your wrists, your arms are behind you. Again, pinky fingers face each other so that you're externally rotating those arms and your thumbs are kind of rotating out. These are just tricep extensions to the back. So standing up tall, drop your tail down and reach up through the head. You're not going to move your torso, so don't move your hips forward as you bring your arms back. Standing tall, find the grounding, find the rooting with your feet. On your next inhale, lift both arms up as much as you can, squeeze the bands apart. Exhale down. Inhale, up, split the band apart. Exhale down. Notice where you feel this. Inhale, lift up, split the band apart. Exhale down. Inhale, lift up, split the band apart. Exhale down. Add in the Utkatasana spots now. Inhale, sit down as you reach your arms back. Exhale, come up, arms down. Inhale, sit back, reach your arms back. Exhale, lift up, back to standing. Inhale, up, squeeze apart. Exhale down. 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, last one here. Hold it, breathe, stay here, stay in a squat. Keep those arms extended behind you. Keep splitting the band apart. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly come back. Release the band from your hands. Set it aside. Actually, remove the band from your thighs. Set it aside. Use the lighter band now across your feet. You're going to put it across your feet and stand on it. Again, splitting the band apart with your feet. Using the lighter band, because this is not an easy one for me. I have very weak hip flexors and outer hips. Or you can, if you find this is easy, when we do round 2, you can go to a heavier band. I'm going to stick with the lighter band. So splitting the band apart, maybe I'll use the second lighter one. I'll turn and face you. You can stay where you are. So band is across your feet. You're going to stand on the band, splitting the band apart with your feet. And simply bring one knee in to your chest. Hold it here. Breathe. Keep that foot flexed. Try not to tilt the hips too much. Hands can be anywhere. 3 more breaths. And kind of a good workout for your hip flexor strength. And you're stretching the other hip flexor as you are bringing one knee in. Second side, take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. And go for the other side. Bring the other knee up, stand tall. Drop the tailbone down, reach up with the crown of the head. Hold it here, breathe. 4 more. And release. Shake it out. Remove the band and shake it out. So if you find this is easy, go for a heavier band or just staying where you are. Going to do down 2. Again, feet. Band across feet. Let's do the opposite leg now. So if you started with your right leg last time, start with your left leg. We are kind of programmed to start with the same side. So just changing that up a bit. Let's go for it. Bring your left knee up if you did the right side the last time. And release. Take a deep inhale. Exhale it out. Other side. Right knee up if you did. Just change sides. And release. Shake that band off. Shake out your legs. Let's do one vinyasa. Come on to our bums after a couple of rounds of vinyasa. So vinyasa, feet hip distance apart or big toes to touch, heels slightly apart if you feel that's more stable for you, depending on which one gives you more stability. Inhale, reach your arms up, palms touch, gaze up, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge at the hips and fold it all the way down, Uttanasana. Inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, plant your hands, take it back, high to low plank or knees trust chin, same exhale. Inhale, up dog or cobra pose if your knees are down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana, feet are hip distance apart, toes and heels out just slightly, bending your knees a little or a lot to elongate your spine. So bending your knees helps you arch your low back so that your sit bones can lift up to the sky and your spine can elongate down to the mat. So try bending your knees a lot and lifting your hips up and then slowly, gradually extending your knees. Pressing your heels towards the mat, they may or may not touch. It doesn't matter. Eventually it will happen. Some days it will happen, some days it won't. Doesn't matter. Keep breathing here. Getting that full body stretch in this inverted V. And drop your knees. Take your knees wide, big toes touch. Wide-legged child's pose, reaching your arms forward, forehead plants down onto the mat. Breathe here, feel that stretch through the sides of your body. Keep breathing. And slowly come up. Swing your arms to the front. Both pose. Bring your band. Could be a heavier band. We're going to plant it across our thighs again. So now all we are going to do is we're going to come up into both pose and twist to one side, come back to the center, twist to the other side, come back to the center, all the while keeping the tension across the band. You can also add a little pulse out and in when you come back to the center. At any time, if you feel this is too much, plant your feet down and do the same thing. You can still plant your feet down, kind of like, squeeze the band out and in and twist from here, kind of like doing a Russian twist, but you're just having the feet down. You can either have feet down or feet up, both pose. So lean back, balancing yourself on the fleshy part right behind your sit bones. You can find your sit bones, like kind of if you dig into it, like the protruding bone. So balance right behind it. Suck in your belly button, flat back, lift your chest up, lift your feet up if you want, reach your arms forward if you want. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, twist to the right. Inhale, back to the center. Add the pulse if you want. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, back to the center. Add the pulse if you want. Exhale, right. Twisting from the belly button. Inhale, center. Exhale, left, twisting your whole body. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Plant your feet down if you want. Exhale, left. I want to do it as well. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. And release. Hug your knees in. Give them a tight squeeze. Plant your forehead on your knees. Take a deep inhale. And exhale it out. We are not done. We're going to do one more round. Again, this is for your hip flexor strength and your outer hip strength. And adding those twists really helps kind of like challenge us a little bit. So hope my instructions are clear. So again, leaning back, you can leave your feet on the ground if you want. We typically do Russian twists with the feet on the ground, so it's still pretty valid. If you want, you can bring your feet up into both pose. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, twist right. Inhale, center, pulse if you want. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, center, pulse. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Two more on each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Twist from the belly button. Exhale, right. Last time. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Come back to the center. Drop your feet. Bring your knees in. Give them a tight squeeze. Forehead on your knees. Take a few breaths here in this nurturing pose. Noticing your body soften, your breath coming back under your control. And slowly come back. Just one last one before we do our nice long stretches, bicycles. Band across feet. I noticed a really cool dead bug exercise with the band as well, but we'll do it another time, next time we work with the bands. Coming back down, again working on our obliques here. Hands behind your head, interlace your fingers. Bring your legs up into a reverse tabletop. You're going to take opposite elbow to opposite knee as you extend the other leg out. So first we'll start any way you want to start. I'm going to start left elbow to right knee. Inhale up, extend your opposite leg. Exhale back, out, in, out, center, twist, center, twist, center. Just like you're doing bicycles, you just have the band across your feet. Center, twist, center, twist, center. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and slowly throw that band away. We don't need it anymore. Hug your knees into your chest, relaxing your body down. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, forehead to knee, curl into a tight ball. Inhale, relax your body down. Tailbone down, shoulders down, belly button soft. Exhale, curl into a tight ball. Squeeze everything together. Inhale, slowly relaxing your body down, shoulders down, tailbone down. Kind of softening your belly. And drop your feet down. Take your feet as wide as the mat and drop your knees from side to side. Windshield wipering your legs. Just relax your shoulders down. Arms can be by your side. Drop both knees to the right now. Reach your arms wide or take it into a cactus arms. You can kind of bring your right ankle on top of your left knee to deepen the stretch across the left side, especially the outer hip and IT band. Or if you feel a good enough stretch in just a regular kind of supine twist, stay there. Breathe. If you want, you can turn your gaze towards the left. Chest faces up to the ceiling. Come back to center. Drop both feet down. Again, taking your feet as wide as the mat. Drop both knees to the left now. And you can bring your left foot, if you did it on the other side, on top of your right knee to deepen the stretch. Keeping your gaze facing up to the sky or turning it to the right. So we went biking yesterday after a long time and my calf muscles are really sore. I was feeling it when we were doing the bicycles. That's why I was giggling. Haven't done that in a long time. Slowly come back to the center. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. Push the right knee out. Flex that right foot. Supine figure 4 stretch. So bring the left knee in, grabbing the back of the thigh or over the shin. Notice where you're feeling the stretch here, maybe in your glutes a little bit, your outer hip. And then drop that left foot on the mat, take half happy baby pose. Grabbing the pinky side of the foot, reaching through the inside. half happy baby. This is kind of like a lizard lunge, but except you're upside down. So I don't think we've done a lizard lunge on the floor. It's kind of like Anjaneyasana, but your feet are a little bit wider and your hands are inside your feet. So stamping the ceiling with your foot now, instead of stamping the floor, your foot is parallel to the ceiling. You're grabbing the pinky side of the foot and gently drawing your knee outside your armpit. Ardha Ananda Balasana. This is mainly to stretch your hamstrings. Notice the stretch in your hamstrings and your glutes and your hips, the compression in your hips, that feels really good. And release that foot on the mat. Let's go for the other side. Planting your left foot on top of your right knee. Flex that foot, push the left knee away from you. And then draw that right knee in, grabbing over your shin or behind your thigh. Again, noticing if it feels different on this side. Mine definitely does. The other side, I could feel it a little bit more in my glutes. Here, I'm feeling it, I think, even a little bit higher than that. I'm not sure. Drop your right foot down. Take half happy baby pose on the left. Grabbing the pinky side of the foot, reaching through the inside, so elbows inside your knee. Slowly stamping the foot with the ceiling with the foot, but then opposing that movement by drawing your knees in towards your armpit. Stay there, breathe. And then drop both feet down, bring both knees into your chest again, give them a tight squeeze. Take a deep inhale here. Exhale, bring your forehead to your knees, curl into a tight ball. Inhale, back down. We're ready for our final resting pose. I'm going to go for a supported bridge pose. That's my favorite form of relaxation, or legs up the wall. Either way, the block goes right underneath your bum. Or if you want more of a shoulder opening, if you feel your back is tight, bring your block to your bra strap to take supported fish. You can take another block and place it underneath or a blanket and place it underneath your head, or just allow your head to relax on the mat, extending your legs out. So supported bridge, supported fish. I'm going to set a timer for 5 minutes. Close your eyes, relax those shoulders, let go of any controlled breathing. Don't leave the room, just stay here with your body. Don't let your mind wander. Take supported bridge or take legs up the wall. Setting a timer now for 5 minutes. Separate those shoulder blades out so that you're not crunching your shoulders underneath you. So maybe just taking your arms wide enough so that you can relax those shoulders down. And then tuck your chin in slightly. People usually have this weird arch in their neck when they are sleeping. So just gently tuck your chin in so that you can rest comfortably on the back of your head. elongating the neck. Soft breathing, soft belly, turning inwards, allowing gravity to take over, slowly, slowly, letting your body sink into the mat. So much so that maybe in a minute or so, you'll get this feeling of floating above the clouds. Staying here in quiet meditation for about 3.5 minutes more. About 1.5 minutes to go. Stay with your breath, stay with your body. Notice the softness in your belly, the rise and fall. Just grounding yourself.